bit critical on Facebook, you know, all the politicians and that kind of a thing. They've got a job to do, haven't they? I'm not having to go through what those guys are going through, and I make decisions like in the moment, probably making decisions that would usually take 2 or 3 years to sign off in probably like a few hours. Imagine that kind of a pressure. Being critical's kind of pointless anyway. I think as creatives as well, it's like photographers, it's so important that we have a bead on our stance and how we are in relation to what's going on, like how critical we're being. So when we're being critical of a situation, event, people, ourselves, it's that we're not seeing what's actually there, we're seeing an interpretation of that. In relation to how we want things to be, we're not seeing what's actually in front of us. It could be like you're at a wedding, like the venue, the guests at the wedding, you have a picture in the first instant of how you want that to play out, how you want the place to be, and you arrive and it's not like that. And then we get into our head, we get negative, we're bitching, and I wish it was this way, I wish it was that. But we're not seeing what's there. I understand about being congruent with how we're feeling. We don't always feel great. If I die. I think what I'm talking about here is having an awareness of that. At least we've got a choice. You know, it might be that the event we're shooting is moody as fuck, and our job's to shoot it in that way. There's nothing wrong with moody photography, right? Might be you're doing I don't know, you're documenting your day, you don't feel great, and it's congruent for that to be reflected in your work. Thing is though, it's like, it's having an awareness, yeah? So then we've got a choice, in terms of how our approach. Whereas if we're just bitching and being critical unconsciously, then we don't really have a choice, do we? So imagine this. You come home after a hard day's work. Hi honey, I'm home. No answer. You walk into the living room. There's an envelope on the table. You open it up, pull out the letter. It says, Dear Gary, I hope you had a nice day at work. I've left you for your best friend, and we've moved to California together to start a new life. I've cleared out the bank account. I've left you £50. There's a microwave meal in the refrigerator. Take care, kiss, 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 kiss. How many of you think that I'll be having critical thoughts about that situation, about my ex, about my partner, and about my friend, and the money? Oh, the money. I can't believe that bitch.
My savings. She said, I can't believe it. I even paid for it. I got to California that first time I came. And my friend, I can't believe that. We've been friends since we were kids.
You know, it is why you're having all of these thoughts as well. There's this horrible charge, isn't there? And you're feeling just like the world's coming to an end. And then you know how it is. Eventually you get through it, and a year passes, 2 years, and you're feeling a little bit better about yourself and about life and your situation. And then perhaps, I don't know, you're walking through town, and on the side of the street you see this big advertising billboard, and there's this model in the photograph that reminds you of your ex. You know, it's like that association thing, brings all of the memories back, all of this stuff just races to the surface.
And they bought that condo, that bitch, and give me a laugh of right. And look at me, I'm having to go to work every day just to try and make ends meet. And I went to California as well. I've never even been to California if it wasn't for me taking her that time. I can't believe it.
I hope they die. And then you're feeling all this shit. That same moment that I'm having all these thoughts. In California, my ex-partner is cooking breakfast in the kitchen of a condo that I probably paid for my ex-best friend. And all of a sudden this happens. Falls to the floor. Gary's having critical thoughts about me again. Then it'll be worth me having the critical thoughts. Like when you're having critical thoughts, who gets to have the critical thoughts? And all that horrible charge in your body that comes with it. Who gets to have all of that stuff? But when you're having critical thoughts and feelings and all of that stuff, who gets to experience all that? Not the person or the thing you're being critical of. It's, we do, right? Oh, battery's about to go. Guys, I'm going to sign off here. Please subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, leave a comment. Big support to me, guys. And, battery's about to go, so...
As I love you the most, so long